Spotlight. Ralph Urban here, and we're going to get down low. I mean, all the way down into the ground, because we're talking Champ Spikes, and I'm joined by John Healy. John, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And we're talking about spikes and the differences that are in Champ Spikes this year, because they look like they're the same old Stinger as they've been for years.
Right, looks can be deceiving. What we've done this year is we've made some improvements on our Stinger, which is our top-selling spike, as well as our Lady Stinger. What we've done is we've taken our Stinger and we've beefed up the yellow traction elements to make them thicker and heavier, that will make them more durable. And we've also made them from a softer material this year to make them a little bit more softer and thus more comfortable. We still have the same visible wear indicator that when the C turns into a black splotch, it's time to change your spikes.
And again, just by making them that little bit softer, it's going to make it that much more comfortable for the walkers, especially if you're spending any time walking on the cart path. But by beefing up everything, you're still going to have great traction.
Exactly. Better traction, more durable, more comfort.
Now, last time you and I spoke, there was a big uproar. People wanted to see the pink spikes that you had made special for some companies. Now you actually have pink spikes available, but they're not just pink.
Exactly. We did a promotion last year for Mother's Day based on a breast cancer awareness program. We had all the tour players on the LPGA as well as the PGA Tour wearing a pink and white spike. Because of the demand from the consumers, a lot of them calling in, finding out where can they get the pink and white spike, we thought that was a good opportunity to change the colors. While we were changing the colors, we also combined that with some demand from our manufacturers who, in making women's shoes, a lot of times the receptacles are closer together, so the standard size spikes were rubbing together in the heel specifically. So what we've done this year is we've taken our Lady Stinger spike, and it's actually, you can see that it's noticeably smaller, and it's actually 15% smaller. So then we took it another step further, and we actually made the Lady Stingers softer. That way the ladies, who are generally lighter than men, we made it possible for them to enjoy the same benefit of the softer, cushiony material.
And again, by having the smaller spikes, it does prevent a lot of the clogging, especially in the heel, where they do tend to put the women's spikes a lot closer together.
Exactly. You know, the smaller lady shoes with a smaller profile, with the larger spikes, we're tending to get clogged up, but I think this should prove out that the clogging will be minimized.
And again, it's all about traction, because nowadays with non-metal spikes that aren't going to damage the course as much, it's important to have as much traction as possible.
Right. In these days you see a lot of golfers paying attention to fashion, to colors, to whatever the fashion trends are. And, the bottom of the shoe, or the business end of the shoe, is a part that really isn't recognized until something bad happens, whether it's slipping or tripping or just losing your footing at some point that could have an effect on the end result being your score.
And, of course, you do everything to address that, whether it's just the spikes, whether it's the tools to get them in and out, how to clean the shoes, everything else. And so for all that information, people can just get it online.
Right. www.champspikes.com.
All right, John, thanks for taking the time to join me.
Thanks very much.
I want to thank John Healy for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to help you with your next golf purchase.